So, the Superman movie has been released and this movie has taken some bold steps. So, the story of the Superman movie is of a universe where metahumans exist and a new metahuman has emerged who is the strongest of all metahumans. But things have changed since his arrival and some people have lost their minds. Now Superman has to prove his humanity here and also save the world. There was a lot of material in the story of the movie that until the interval came, I felt that I have seen a lot. I would also like to praise James Gunn for a very different approach. If you have seen the trailer of the movie, then assume that the movie starts the same way. Suddenly, James Gunn is not inviting you to this world. He is pushing you to go inside quick and see the atmosphere there. And the atmosphere inside is dangerous. And this Superman is very different from all the Supermen I have seen so far. He is new, he is simple, he is emotional, and I think I have not seen a more human Superman anywhere. And I liked this fresh take very much. One of the special things about the story was that the story shows us Clark's upbringing, with a very small but very important scene in front of the Kryptonian origin. How important is the role of his human parents in becoming Clark's Superman? And this does not mean that the atmosphere here is very light. The punches were not even pulled here. There is a fierce fight here. There is a great action sequence. There is no shortage of monsters' size and strength. And some bold steps have been taken about the origin of Superman, which we will talk about in a separate video. James Gunn also brought his Guardians touch here. You can easily replace Justice Gang with Guardian. Teammates are arguing with each other. Subtle jokes have been killed here. And there is also meta-humor here, where trolls are being trolled. I will not call it a perfect Superman movie, because a perfect Superman movie will look boring. This is today's Superman movie, which we fans may have needed, and starting a new universe with such a movie is a very good thing. In addition to presenting the story of the movie Superman, DC UK is also setting some rules. How long have metahumans been here? How is their interaction? And what are the thoughts of people about them? If we talk about the direction, then James Gunn, who is running the whole DC, he has laid the foundation of the DC universe with this movie. His sudden start of the movie, filling the movie with material, and keeping a great pacing, which will take you to the end while laughing. This is his old recipe for a good superhero movie. And I felt that James Gunn got a little casual about the ending. He could have ended this Superman movie in many ways. He could have made the ending dark or emotional. But why did he choose a simple ending? I was a little confused about this, because he has taken some bold steps to present the story of Superman. Then why didn't he keep the ending bold? The ending could have been a little creative, but maybe to start a universe, it will be safe to keep such an ending. If we talk about then the movie is packed with action. There will be action at the beginning of the movie. There will be action about every character of the movie, and Superman is fighting. In terms of CGI VFX, Warner Bros. Doesn't kill fast, and this movie has become one of his many examples. If we talk about acting, then David Corenswet is a very different Superman here. He has played the role of such a Superman, which people are in doubt about, but he is busy doing his good work. His irritation, connecting with people, imagining an imaginary interview of a raw superhero. It shows how human his Superman is. David Corenswet has put this different Superman in front of us very well. His future adventures will take his character development to a new level. I also liked how his Superman was fitting perfectly with Rachel Brosnahan's Lois. Rachel has played the role of reporter Lois Lane, who is telling Superman that the world is not that simple. The good thing is that Rachel has perfectly put forward Lois's strong journalism skill, where it is understood why Superman needs Lois a lot. Nicholas Hoult is playing the role of Lex Luthor, and he has played the gamified version of Lex's genius nature. Yes, trusting his intelligence, casually walking in the middle of destruction, was telling how Lex walks by thinking 4 steps ahead. And Nicholas perfectly put forward his Superman obsession. But Eddie Gouda's Mr. Terrific has snatched limelight in many places. Eddie has given his Mr. Terrific a great personality, where he is telling that Lex is not the only genius in the world. Although there were many characters here, it was not easy to give them screen time. And Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner and Isabella Merced's Hawkeye have become an example of this. Both of their roles seemed very small. Plus, I also found Maria Gabriela de Faria's role of an engineer to be small, where their actions were great, but there was no scope to give them more personality. Although I don't believe that James Gunn has used Frank Grillo only for a setup. This will be considered very careless, where you will only keep dropping random characters for the setup of your next TV series. Mark Ant and Park Ant were perfect, and Crypto the Space Dog is not a good dog at all. Overall, I would like to say that this was a very different approach to the story of Superman, which is working very well. We need a lot of such superhero movies, because we can't watch the same superhero movie over and over again on the same template. There are some imperfections in the movie, but they work very well. This is a very good setup of a new DCU for which I am very excited. I would like to recommend you to watch this movie in theater and definitely watch it in 3D. There is a small mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene in the movie. You can miss both of them. Nothing important happened here. I would also like to tell you to watch the movie as soon as possible, because watching this movie with a crowd will be something else. And if you have watched the movie, then let's talk about this movie in the comments. If you liked the video, then do like it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.